this, you ever go in your liquor cabinet, find an old bottle of booze you didn't know was there? No? Dead silence. That never happens here in Winnipeg. I'm sorry. All of our alcohol is consumed immediately. While we're in the liquor store, that's what we do. It's minus 40 out. Smash! Gotta pay for that. Well, unlike you, I have unfinished alcohol in my home. And I looked in my liquor cabinet, right at the back, an old bottle of amaretto. Yes, really? It was covered in dust. What was I thinking the day I bought amaretto? It's like, hey, I'd like to get hammered today on something sweeter than maple syrup. Is that possible? Little something to take the edge off the waffles this morning. I like to go into work tipsy. You know, I'm a school bus driver. Helps with the screaming. Oh, amaretto. Amaretto. It's a nut-flavored liqueur. Nut-flavored, yeah, for that lucrative squirrel market. That's what it is. Come on, drink up, buddy. We're going to beat up some cats later. Let's go. You'll want a couple in ya. My wife took me to a wine tasting. Now, I know nothing about wine, but I catch on quick. All you have to do to pretend you're a wine expert, take a sip of any wine, then describe it with 2 random items. That's the whole shtick. That's all the wine guy did. He just swish it around and go, I taste raspberry and oak. Does anyone else here taste oak? Like I have no idea since I've never eaten a tree, okay? Oak? What, do you want me to lick the table? Is that what I should do? Here, let's ask a squirrel, see what he thinks. Says it goes well with acorns. Nice choice. No, we're on to the wine now, buddy. Drop the amaretto. Man, they're snooty at a wine tasting. There are rules I didn't know about. Rule number 1, you're not supposed to drink the wine. You're supposed to sip and then dump into the bucket. I didn't know this. 20 minutes in, I am trashed. I'm the only one there drunk. Embarrassing my wife doing my own wine description. Just like, I taste pencil shavings and goat testicles. On the low notes, anybody? No? Tony Danza and a badger. Who's with you? Amaretto and waffles. That's what I taste. That might have been a burp. I don't know. What's that? Oh, my wife says we're leaving. Yeah. Anyone sense bitterness and anger, and that's how it is. I shall bid you adieu. I just dropped it on the ground. If you want to be an alcoholic, drink wine. Seriously, yes, woo, yeah. Because it's perfectly acceptable as a wine drinker to collect hundreds of bottles of wine, right? Yes, as long as you leave them in your wine cellar. This is my wine cellar. But you can't do that with other booze, right? You can't say, yes, this is my rum room, yes. Well, technically it's the baby's room, but he doesn't. It's a heavy sleep. It's a vintage bottle of Captain Morgan's I picked up for $12.95. $10 coupon. We'll save that for a special occasion. Sunrise, that's a special occasion. Me, Captain Morgan, and amaretto and waffles. I shall quit my job today. Shall start a business. Don't ask me what. My neighbor makes wine. Are there any home winemakers in the crowd? Woo! This guy. Reluctantly, please don't point me out. There's a special name for a home winemaker. It's French. It's garagiste de vin, which means cheap alcoholic. You're a moonshiner. Yay! My neighbor Bob makes wine. He's a winemaker, and oh man, makes it in his basement. Basement wine. Yeah, you know what else they make in basements? Crystal meth. Also causes causes paralysis. Just not as quick. Boy, that's a different kind of wine tasting, huh? In Bob's garage. Here, have a mug. Ooh, a Garfield mug. Thank you. He goes, yeah, this year I'm going to class it up a bit. I'm going to age it. So come back in 20 minutes. That'll be when the smoke clears, come back. We're going to have a wine tasting. It's terrible wine, of course, right? Terrible wine that he makes, but he defends it. He goes, hey, you know, Jesus was a winemaker. Yeah, we don't know if Jesus was a good winemaker, though, right? How do we know the apostles weren't like, wow, Jesus, what is this stuff? What is this, red water? This is not good. Is empty Kool-Aid pack in your hands? What's going on, buddy? That's not a miracle, all right? The lepers we like, the wine, not so much. Not so much. Not so much. Because they're all Jewish. Not so much. We don't like the Licoppe, Jesus. I'm hanging around with you, you make bad wine. Jackie Mason was an apostle. Why are you making the bad wine? He comes from a long line of winemakers. That's the thing. His dad was a winemaker, Bob. His father, but his father's from the old country, right? I don't know which country. But he's from the old country. And back then, they make wine out of anything in the old country. Just because you put the word wine after another word does not make it a wine, all right? It's like his dad's like, oh no, try it. It's good wine. Try it. It's cabbage wine. Try it. That's soup. Soup that causes blindness. That's not wine. Oh, try this wine. It's good. It's concrete block wine. Try it. It's a concrete block. Just lick it. It's wine. It's not wine, buddy.